8 to 6 are like good times. This is our holiday Christmas issue. People with different cultures celebrate New Year's in different ways. Each way is special and unique. In Russian churches, they celebrate New Year's on January 14th. In China, it can happen between January 21st and February 21st. You can celebrate New Year's on different dates depending on where you live. In Scotland, the gift that people bring from house to house is whiskey and sometimes a lump of coal. In Spain, it is a tradition to eat 12 grapes, one on each chime of the clock, and they have to wear red underwear.
Every year in late December, the Holiday Bowl takes place in San Diego, California's Qualcomm Stadium. Many people attend this event every year. Some people prefer to watch this event on TV than to buy tickets to attend the game at the stadium. Watching this event on TV and inviting some friends to watch the game is a way to save money. Some people that attend this event every year sleep outside the stadium about a week before the game. The Holiday Bowl is a postseason NCAA sanctioned Division I through A college football bowl game. The bowl was founded in 1978. The college football team from BYU has played more Holiday Bowls than any other school. Every year, the Holiday Bowl champion is awarded $2,350,000. The last Holiday Bowl game was won by Texas 21-10 against the University of California, Berkeley. Tickets to the Holiday Bowl cost $33 the cheapest and $293 at the most expensive. This year, the two teams that are going to fight for the Holiday Bowl are the UCLA Bruins and the Baylor Bears. The two teams will play on Thursday, December 27, 2012 at 6:45 p.m. When asked, would you rather pay $33 to sit at the top of the stadium to watch a football game or $293 to sit at the bottom of the stadium on the field? 13 people said they would rather pay $33 to sit at the top of the stadium. Only one person would pay $293. Qualcomm Stadium is formerly known as the San Diego Stadium and the Jack Murphy Stadium. The stadium is the current home of the San Diego Chargers of the National Football League and the San Diego State University Aztecs college football team.
Rise of the Guardians is about Bunny Man. North stands for Santa Claus, Jack Frost, and Sandy and Tooth Fairy. It is a folktale because the Guardians are legends. They are legends because they take care of us and they actually help us be safe and have good dreams. Pitch is a bad guy because he makes you dream about fear. Pitch lives in the dark woods because he made out of sand and shadows. Pitch makes people forget about the Guardians. Jack Frost and Sandy were at war with Pitch. Jack Frost used his power to kill 1,000 fear horses that were made by Pitch. Pitch fear horses chased him because he feared losing the war. People should go see the movie because it is interesting. It tells how Guardians help us safe and help us have good dreams.
Christmas songs are very important to the world. During December, radio stations have important jobs to do to lift people's Christmas spirit by playing Christmas songs. Some radio stations, like Coast and the Wave in Los Angeles, play a lot of Christmas songs during the holidays. Santa Baby, Feliz Navidad, and I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus are examples of Christmas songs. Chris, a radio listener, does not like Feliz Navidad. Chris says that most of the songs heard are classic Christmas songs. The songs Chris listens to the most are I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Baby, Jingle Bells, and Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Chris said that music directors who work for the radio stations pick Christmas songs from recording labels to play on the radio. They play Christmas songs from all around the world, like Feliz Navidad. The Wave and Coast are examples of stations where music directors pick soft and quiet Christmas songs. Half of the Christmas songs that are played on the radio are from soundtracks. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, Rudolph Run, and Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree are examples of songs from one movie soundtrack called Home Alone. Chris, the radio listener, says that new artists make new songs every Christmas.
Santa Claus brings presents on Christmas Eve. All the kids get them on December 25. His real name is Saint Nicholas. He might be older than you think. He lives in the North Pole, and he is married to Mrs. Claus. Santa has a red suit and a white beard, and of course, white fur. His boots and his belt are black. He is a little fat and cute. If you believe in Santa Claus, you'll get Christmas presents. 12 people from 8 to 6 believe in Santa Claus. Two people don't believe in Santa. 4 people say maybe they believe. Mrs. Claus is married to Santa. She is in charge of the elves. She kisses Santa Claus for a bye-bye. She is nice. She has kids. She loves Santa so much. The author learned that Santa Claus kisses Mrs. Claus. Also, he only gives presents to the nice people. Of course, he has pictures of naughty kids, grown-ups, and naughty teenagers.
Christmas around the world is celebrated in many different ways. Some celebrate by feasting and some celebrate by spending their time generously. Either way, Christmas is celebrated throughout the world. In Egypt, Christmas is celebrated on the 7th of January, and on Christmas Eve they are given new clothing and then they wear it to Mass the next day. On Christmas Day, people go to visit neighbors and share cake, which is shortbread, and a drink called shorbat. The holiday is celebrated publicly. For dinner they have fada, which is bread, rice, garlic, and boiled meat. In Japan, Christmas is spent doing good deeds instead of having a holiday feast. For example, volunteering at hospitals. There isn't really a Santa Claus in Japan, but there is Hotarisho, who has eyes on the back of his head. He only gives gifts to the good kids. Most children are quite scared of him, so Santa is used for marketing and such more often than Hotarisho. Usually there's a Christmas pageant where they act out the Christmas story, although only one half of Japan believes in Jesus. In Greece, Advent is celebrated and many people fast for 40 days before Christmas. Then they only eat a steady diet of Christ bread and pig. Saint Nicholas is the patron saint of sailors. He's believed to have a long wet beard dripping with water and seaweed caught in it. He's believed to have a long wet beard with seaweed caught in it and to be dripping in sweat and ocean water. Carolers are seen singing throughout the streets. Christmas trees are not usually used in Greece. In most homes, shallow wooden bowls with a piece of wire are suspended from across the rim that hangs a sprig of basil wrapped around a wooden cross. A small amount of water is kept in the bowl to keep the basil alive and fresh. Once a day, a family member, usually the mother, dips the cross and the basil into some holy water and uses it to sprinkle the water around the house. This process is believed to scare away spirits and goblins. Christmas in Iran is called the Little Feast. It's traditional to fast for 25 days and then eat the same meal for several days after, as well as on Christmas Day. The meal consists of chicken stew. Santa Claus does not deliver presents. As a matter of fact, the only presents that are given are clothes. When asked, one person preferred the way Iran celebrated with a hearty meal of chicken stew. 2 people preferred Greece with Christ red and pig. 5 people wanted Egypt's cake and feta, while 6 generous people would rather celebrate as Japan does by doing good deeds for those in need. Christmas is celebrated in many different ways all over the world, but they all withhold the same holiday spirit.
Christmas has many stories and legends. One of the most well-known legends is about Santa Claus. In England, Santa Claus is known as Father Christmas. Parents convince kids that Santa Claus brings the secret presents, but the parents do it. Santa's the sneaky sidekick. In Mexico, they celebrate with posadas, piñatas, tamales, and champurrado. 10 people at 8 to 6 at 8 eat a special type of food for New Year's Eve, and 5 people don't. In Mexico, they put the baby Jesus, the Niño Dios, and his parents, Joseph and Mary, Jose and Maria, which are part of a native nacimiento, in a little place with decorations. At midnight, one of New Year's Eve, the proud Mexicanos eat 12 grapes, which represents 12 wishes, and wear colors like red for love, amor, green for money and hope, dinero y esperanza, yellow for hope for better work and working conditions, esperanza de trabajo o que haya más trabajo, and white for improved health, tener tu salud a tu nivel. Some Latinos celebrate the Three Kings Day, Los Tres Reyes Magos. It's right after Christmas, so you get double presents. If you believe in it and celebrate it, you get a lot of presents and even luck. You put your shoes next to the Christmas tree to get your presents. Christmas is the best month. The sweet bread, Rosca de Reyes, is celebrated on the same Three Kings Day. It's part of dessert. It has a drink niño hidden inside. Christmas, New Year's, and Three Kings Days are the best part of the year.
Do you know the history of Christmas? Well, now you'll learn about it. Here's some information about its history. Christmas was declared a federal holiday in the United States on June 26, 1870. History shows that December 25 was popularized as the day for Christmas, not because of Christ's birth, but because it was already a popular day in pagan religion. Pagan means acknowledged legend of the God of Christianity and Judaism and Islam. The word Christmas comes out from an Old English word Christmas, which means Christmas. The word Xmas is something used instead of Christmas. In Greek, X is the first letter of Christ's name. When asked, "How old is Christmas?" Chris replied, "To my simple understanding, thousands of years." Mary replied, "A few thousand years old." When asked, "Where did Christmas start?" Chris replied, "Somewhere far away land." Mary replied, "Overseas." When asked, "Why did it start?" Chris replied, "Baby Jesus' birthday. He enjoys it when people celebrate his birthday." Mary replied, "To celebrate Jesus' birthday and the winter season." That is the history of Christmas. I hope you learned something new.
On January 6, 12 days after Christmas, the 3 kings, also known as the Tres Reyes Magos, followed the North Star in search of baby Jesus. Riding on camels, each bared a gift of gold, myrrh, and natural gum, or frankincense and aromatic oil. People celebrate on these days to recognize Jesus becoming human. This holiday originated in Central America, and in one of the traditions, usually the females, but anyone can do it, bake the Mexican donut cakes. In the middle of the cake will be a plastic baby Jesus, and whomever gets the baby will host a party for the youngest family member or would receive a prize of money. On January 5th, the day before Three Kings Day, children leave their shoes outside their bedroom doors in hopes for the three kings to leave a present in the shoes while they are on their way to visit baby Jesus. During the Day of the Three Kings, in Echo Park, the Lady of Loretto Church will host a parade and walk in the streets around the neighborhood. There will be costumes, dancers, a lot of loud music, and of course the statue of Virgin Mary, the mother of baby Jesus, and baby Jesus in her arms. Overall, Three Kings Day is a very common and important holiday in Catholic and Hispanic people's lives.
8 to 6 LA Good Times presents Ask a Kid.
How should I celebrate my birthday in Los Angeles?
By having a party in Asbury Farm.
What would you do if you discovered a race of chocolate fairies? Would you eat them or make peace?
Eat them because chocolate is so good.
If you could talk to anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Major Jackson, because I want to know how he died, and I want to see eagles.
Why is water wet?
Water is wet because God said so.
How many bananas do you have to eat to turn into a monkey?
You can't turn into a monkey. Bananas cannot turn you into a monkey. Nothing can turn you into a monkey.
Where does the wind come from?
Oh, it comes from cold air on the top of the water, and air tries to go to land, so it goes up and over the land. That is the thing that creates the wind.
What do you want to be when your parents grow up?
I would like to be a nice student who behaves good, so my mom wouldn't be mad. When I'm 20 years old, I'm going to finish college and become a strong person, so I could work as a dentist or put new teeth in your mouth.
Okay, great. If you have a burning question that can only be answered by a kid, stop by the Echo Park Time Travel Mart and leave it in our Ask a Kid drop box. Our ask via the internet is on our Twitter, A26LA Good Times, or our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/A26LA. If you choose to ask electronically, make sure you title your post with Ask a Kid.
My name is Kaylin Lopez. Thank you for watching LA Good Times, and have a good night.